She wanna like me cause I know like fucking Carolina. She try to be nosy, hit on my ass, she like, girl, you can get. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like we keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
STRO. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Check. Hey, flex. Three. Showing up. Over.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
26. Let's go. You draw quarter.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And able to find Graham, complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down Packers. On first down, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on no to be a really frequent combination. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch it. Mike's by four. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man. That's Allison. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go to 50. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
X3, 218, chopper.
To you. Joker, 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 Joker.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
58. 54. Yeah. You don't want none. 59.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. On 2nd down and 4. Brady, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
132 fighters, 72.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady unable to find Dorsett. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it here. This is James White trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Brady, he's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, That's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Lets this one rip toward Graham. It's caught inside the 25. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 49 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Here we go. Plant. Reset, reset, reset. Hey, one set. Check. Hold.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Dorsett making the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback and not just a productive one.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it is 28-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Coming this way, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
54. Come on, boy.
Rodgers throwing again. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Rodgers now 9 of 17 through the air. Throwing is Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Big stop, let's go.
Rodgers again now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's got Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down, it's White. He'll get 3 up to midfield. From midfield, here's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brady now to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet, hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
Wait, 20. 15, check by 15. All day, baby, all day, all day, Ozzy.
On first down, Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete. The first defensive back taken. This year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's complete. James White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City, what a second season for that youngster.
Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, 5-9. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Brees now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He was taken down by the Texans' Jadeveon Clowney. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The AFC offense making their way back out. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us a another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On second and goal, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the leading rusher in the league, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys, his second Pro Bowl. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1940.
You're exactly right. That game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready? You ready? 50 seconds. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready? 5-9.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Brees going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brees now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 6 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to... About the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4 and 3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that will happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the AFC has taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Boy, this AFC team has figured something out. They've got the lead again, looking to make it 3 in a row since the game moved to Orlando in 2017. So the question, what can the NFC do to come back? We'll ask that of our guys as we send you back to Camping World Stadium.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Oh, then the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he connects with Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
We're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory. And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Past the 20, 10, touchdown. Eric Ebron. An 80-yard touchdown. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns. We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appears